this new video of Latent News Opportunity podcast. Today, we focus on the European stream funding Canadian projects, EUREKA. Started in 1985, the EUREKA initiative first objective is to support SMEs in their cross-border research and development R&D projects, and in the strengthening of international business relationships. Be labeled and receive a grant. Under this program, projects must include independent partners from at least 2 member countries and have as objective a technological innovation leading to a never-before-seen market-ready project, process or service, which makes Canadian entities eligible to participate in international collaboration on their R&D projects with European partners. If you are any kind of Canadian-based entity and currently seeking funding for an R&D project, your first point of contact is the National Research Council of Canada, called the NRC. Funding for EUREKA program is provided by NRC IRAP within its technology innovation projects and the youth employment program. Moreover, the NRC international programs can help you connect with strategic partners in new markets and thus create opportunities to penetrate new global value chains. MyTax also builds domestic and international partnership with university, with large companies, government, and other organizations. As MyTax also seek to support innovative projects that generate social and economic benefit for the country. Basically, the NRC and MyTax both support Canadian organizations interested in international collaboration, giving them access to expertise, to networks, and opportunities for European cooperation. So far, the EUREKA program allowed more than 500 Canadian SMEs to work on various projects in over 30 countries. Within the framework of EUREKA, the Canadian government funds and actively participates in 4 branches, so Canadian SMEs can. Firstly, they can access European clusters, because with approximately 300 clusters spread across all European countries and in all sectors of activities, these clusters are building dynamic bridges, basically, between European business and research ecosystems, while they are also setting up international partnerships and thus helping Canadian SMEs access global value chain once again. EUREKA clusters are, in the end, long-term industrial projects. They are very involved in participants to develop the most essential technologies for the development of innovation by sectors. It is very important to see the targets in each of these programs. So each cluster draws up a technological roadmap defining its main strategic areas, so every SME can participate within its range of own expertise. Second interesting program will be the Eurostars program. Canadian SMEs can access this Eurostars program that support innovative SMEs in European collaborative project. Here, this program is mostly targeting SMEs, innovative SMEs. It is the SME that must be the project leaders of Eurostars project, and primarily targets companies that make significant investments in R&D. And it also has to undertake a bottom-up approach. It means that all technological fields, product, processes, and can be involved, provided they are clearly market-oriented. That any projects must have a maximum development phase of 3 years, and commercialization must be reached within 2 years after the end of. What's interesting with that program is that calls are continuously open. You can apply whenever you want, whenever you're ready, with whomever you want. Third interest for a Canadian participation to EUREKA program would be that Canadian SMEs are allowed to apply to Global Stars funding. Global Stars is a funding program with calls for projects, and sometimes they are thematics, sometimes they are not. It is designed to ease collaboration with organizations working in a range of leading and emerging markets. Before we were targeting at SMEs, R&Ds, now we are targeting at emerging markets with this program, because the Global Stars network is already extending far beyond European borders. It unlocks for Canadian SMEs the possibility of creating or joining a strong, solid European international consortium with partners from anywhere in the world. To see what's currently offered by Global Star, you must have to take a look at their portal or even contact the NRC agent to see what opportunities are available at the moment. And fourth and last interest would be that through EUREKA, Canadian SMEs are able to join the Network Projects program, which is a flexible program for R&D projects. Again, it has a very specific technological focus. You can propose or join a project at any time, once again, or you can apply to their regular call for tenders. They're the other 2 points of this project program. The network project programs gives you also the freedom to define your R&D goals in any technological field. You can select your target markets. You can select the goals you're going to focus on. Of course, any project, as free as you can be, have to align with the program objectives. Such objectives are very broad, wide, and can be listed as follows. Your project must increase your rate of innovation and the probability of a successful outcome for your project, your service, or your process. Your project should aim at sharing resources, expertise, and risks with partners or organizations to achieve R&D goals, whichever they would be. You can also start a project to reduce the time to market ratio for your innovation, or just simply to enter new markets. It is a very simple application process. It has low administrative burden and minimal reporting required. So you can invest more of your time into optimizing your R&D processes, and we can help you with that. Because that's what I want to end this presentation. I'd like to say that it has never been easier for a Canadian SME to join a public network of 45 countries, the world's biggest international cooperation hub in R&D and innovation. So you will always find a solution that is fitted to your problematics. Don't wait up and call us today. Thank you for your time and see you next month for another video. Stay safe and warm.